How do you design a custom soffit in AutoCAD Architecture? That is exactly what we're covering today. By the end of this video, you'll be able to design almost any custom soffit and attach it cleanly to your roof. This makes a huge difference. Better elevations, better 3D views, and just a more professional drawing overall. Now, most of you probably already know what a soffit is, but for the noobs, here's what we're talking about. When you're standing on the outside of a house or a building with a roof overhang, the soffit is that exposed underside. So the surface that you see when you look up, that's what we call the soffit. And it essentially bridges the gap between the exterior wall and the roof edge. Think of it like a ceiling that hides all of the rafters and all of the other structural members, but it also acts as a barrier against the elements while providing ventilation inside of the roof. So it does quite a few things. Now, this whole section of the roof, everything from the wall to the edge right here, all of this is called an eave. The eave is made up of several components, but we're not going to get into every nut and bolt today. We're focusing on the major players such as the fascia as well as the soffit board right here. Now, the smaller stuff like your flashing, hurricane anchors, or even a gutter, all of those things are usually done on the enlarged detail view. So we're not going to be doing all of that, but more so something that looks like this. Okay, so here is the floor plan that we're working with today. Nice and simple. And the first thing we're going to do is to slap a simple hip roof on top of this thing. And then from there, we will build out a soffit for the roof. So let's get into it. So let's go over to the roof tool over here. We click on the roof layout tool, and then we start to draw a roof around the perimeter of this building. So I'm going to start doing that right here. And as you draw, you'll notice that the roof is building itself. So that's pretty good. Now, I've done multiple videos on roof in the past. So if you want to learn how to draw different roof styles, roof types, do different customizations, things like that, make sure to check those out. So we're just taking it another step today with custom soffits. So this is what the initial hip roof looks like. Now that we have our roof layout, it is time to make some adjustments. So I'm going to just go to the side view here, and we're going to change the slope of the roof to make it 712, much shallower. We're going to also change the edge cut to be plumb, so it looks like that. So that's all the changes I'm going to be making for now. Let's move on to the next step, which is to cut a section through the building. So that would give us a profile of the eave and what they are looking like currently. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the section tool right here. I'll draw a section, maybe right here, coming through. I'll hit enter and then click over here. And this is what the section view looks like. Now we're going to be sketching our eave on top of this section so we can see what it will look like before we actually start to build it. And whenever we're doing this, it's important to use the right eave instead of the left one. That's just how AutoCAD organizes everything. So what I'm going to do here is actually open up my eave drawing, and I'll just copy these over. I'm going to use a special copy called copy with base point. What that allows me to do is to click on a base point, which is right here. Then I'll go over to my other drawing and I'll paste it. So I'll just click on paste, and it allows me to paste it exactly in that position right here. So that's where I want my eave to be. And so these are made up of simple rectangles. That's important actually. So make sure you draw your fascia board and your soffit using the polyline tool or the rectangular tool. Now, if you're going to be doing a little bit more, sophistication to your design, like this one here that has a little mold, or you could call it a freeze board or something like that, you could, make it a little bit more customizable, but that is your call to make. The one thing you need to pay attention to with regards to eave or designing these things in AutoCAD Architecture are the insertion points. So on this diagram here, you'll notice that I have an insertion point right here and I have another one right here. The red point is the insertion point for the fascia board, while the blue would be for this one here. Insertion points are important because that's how you tell AutoCAD exactly where to put these objects, okay? So when we go over to our actual design here, we're going to click on the first one and we're going to convert this into a profile. So we right click, convert to profile. Then we are asked to identify our insertion point. So I need to click right here, just like we saw earlier, and that's it. And then I'm going to say I'm creating a new one and I'm going to give it a name. So I'm going to say roof fascia, and then I like to give it the size, which would be 12 by 1. I'm going to hit OK. And then for the soffit, we're going to do the same thing. Right click, convert to profile. Now our insertion point would be right here on this one. So I'll click right here. I'll say new. I'll give it a name, roof soffit. And I believe this is the same 12 by 1. So now that we have our profiles in, I could actually delete these. But if we go to manage style manager, go to our profile right here, you can see that we have both of these in. So we have our fascia, and you can see that it records the insertion point right there. And if we go to soffit, this is what that looks like, and it does record our insertion point. Now that we're here, why don't we go ahead and build our roof slab edge, or you could call it the eave. Let's build it. So in your custom roof demo, this is the drawing I'm working in right now. What we're going to do is to expand architectural objects. We'll go down to roof slab edge styles. We'll expand that and we'll just create a new one here. And let's call this roof eave 1. You may have multiple eaves and you can give them custom names or whatever, but that's what we're going to call it. And on the design rules tab, this is where all the magic happens. So we're going to check fascia here because we want a fascia. And of course you can see a little diagram here telling you what is what, so you can understand what's happening. So fascia, we're going to turn that on, which would be this piece right here. And we're going to pick the profile that we literally just created a while ago. So we scroll up the list and we have our fascia 12 by 1. Now this button here, we're going to turn this off because what this does is to auto adjust the height of the fascia based on the thickness of the roof. We don't want that. We want our fascia to always be 12 inches, just like we drew it. So I'm going to uncheck that. Then we go down to Soffit and we click on that. And so that's going to be this piece right here. And you can see it actually shows you where those insertion points are on the diagram. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to pick my Soffit profile, but then I need to tell AutoCAD where to place it in terms of the X and Y dimensions, and those are represented by E and F on your diagram. So E would be this here and F would be here. So because I know these values already, I'm going to just enter them here. The Y is going to be 10 and the X is going to be 0. All right, so that's what we're working with. And I'll show you in a minute why we get these values. We're going to hit OK on this and we're done. So we have built our eave with the soffit and the fascia, and then it is now time to apply those to the roof. But before I do that, let's jump back over to this drawing here and I'll explain a little bit about what's happening. So remember, you have those insertion point, and this right here would be where 0 is. 0 is right where on the top of the roof coming down where it stops. That's going to be 0. And so for the soffit, we have to calculate the Y distance from that point down. And in this scenario, that was 10 inches. As you can see here, that's going to be 10 inches down. But as it relates to the X value, it's 0 because it's on the same plane. So that's what's happening there. So that is why we did what we did inside of this drawing. Now that we have our soffit created, it is now time to apply to the roof. To do that, we need to first convert this roof from a simple layout to what is known as roof slabs. And to do this, we can click on the convert button right here. And if we had a roof style, we could actually pick from here, but I'm going to be using standard for this exercise, and then I'll erase my geometry. Now, sometimes I don't like to erase because if I need to come back and change something, I like to have it. So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to keep it. Okay. However, you'll notice that I have like two roofs sitting on top of each other. So I don't want that. So I'm going to go into my layers and turn off the layout version. So turn that off, and now I'm left with the roof slabs. So what it did there was to break that roof into multiple parts so that we can adjust each part of the roof individually. So with these roof slabs, we can add the soffit to each part of the roof. So for example, I'll click on the first piece here, which is this face of the roof, and I'll go over to the properties. I'll click on edges. And in here, it allows me to add a particular edge style to different edges of that roof. And because we had created one just a while ago, we can apply that to the edge. So all I have to do is to click on the edge that needs that soffit. Okay. And if we look on this view, you can see that it was added right there. I'll hit OK. Let's look at that in 3D view. So it's kind of difficult to see, but it's there, as you can see right there. If we go to conceptual, you can see that it is added in. So all we have to do is to add it to the rest of the roof. So we'll go ahead and add it to this one here. Click on it, go to edges. Usually the edge with the overhang is the one that receives a soffit. So we'll just add it to that one, and we'll just continue to add it to each part of the roof. Okay. So that is all the soffits. Now that we have added the soffit, we can take a look at these in 3D. So I'm going to put this in perhaps realistic, and you can see underneath each of those roof, the soffit has been added nicely. Okay, beautiful. Also, if we go back to 2D and refresh our sectional view here, refresh, you'll see that the soffits has been added, not only on this side, but also on this side. And that's really it. All that is left for us to do is to add, some material to these. So if we go to realistic, we can click on one of these roof slabs, go to edit style, and on the material tab here, we would simply pick the related material. So for example, I'm going to just pick weatherwood shake for my roof. So that's going to be my roof material. But for the soffit and the fascia board, in order to change those material, we would have to go back into the style manager where we created it. So this guy here, and then we come over to material, and then we can adjust the material for each of those components. So I'm going to add maybe a white paint, maybe like this one here. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll do the same paint for the soffit as well. And I'll hit apply. Okay. And so that's what that would look like for my fascia boards. So essentially, that is how you would be able to customize your soffit. Now, the question is, what if I wanted to have something that looks a little bit stylish like this one here? All we got to do, really, I'm going to just copy this guy over, Control Shift C from here. And on my section view, I'm going to paste it right here. I need to adjust it a little bit actually. So let me just highlight this portion of it and move it over like so, stretch it. So it's a little bit shorter. And what I would do here is to convert this into a profile. So I'm going to say profile right here. and I'm going to say new. I'm going to call this roof soffit. It's 11 by 1 with a molding. So that's going to be it. And then what I would do is to go back to my style manager, go back to the roof that we just created. We could actually duplicate this and create another one, but since I want to just update the existing one, I'll just do that, and I'll go to my design rules and I'll change this soffit from what it is to the new soffit that we just created with the molding. We do that. It's going to be in the same position, so we're not going to change that. We hit OK. I'm going to delete this here. And just like that, it would have been updated to our drawing. So if we come in here and look, you can see that a molding was added underneath there. Let's make it realistic. There we go. And it wraps nicely around, all the way around. So that is where we will stop for today. I do hope that you learned something new. And of course, if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, drop your comments, your requests, all of that stuff in the comment section. It really does boost and help the channel. That would be truly appreciated. Now, if you want to go deeper with AutoCAD Architecture, I actually have a free course that you can check out. I'll drop it in the description as well. Now, for those who are moving from another career and wanting to switch into drafting and you don't know where to start, I actually have a free intro course that you can watch and help you to make up your mind if this is something you want to get into. So I'll also drop that in the description below as well. Now that's all I have for you today. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.